Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I see it. If you don't agree, sorry. It is what it is. Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. This is going to be my current favorites video. I was going to do a May favorites, but I just figured because I haven't done a favorites video in so long and we're already a week into June, I would just make it my current favorites because these are all products I've just been loving recently and not just in the month of May. So if you guys want to see what products I've been loving, both makeup products, hair products, all that good stuff, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Alright, so I do have quite a few products here just because I have been trying out a lot of new products in the past couple of months, and some stuff I actually still need to try out more and wear more, but I just have so many products that it's kind of hard to try out everything, and then I keep on buying more products. It's just a vicious cycle and I need to stop, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about the products that I've been loving and I keep reaching for, the ones that kind of stand out to me and I just keep on using. So the first thing, this is not a new product, but it is newer to me, and it's definitely something that I am going to be using for the summer, and that is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Primer. This is basically a drugstore version of the Becca Evermatte Poreless Priming Perfector, which is my all-time favorite summer primer just because it is so mattifying, and I have combination oily skin, and in the summertime my skin gets super oily just because of the heat and because of the weather. My skin is just like a freaking grease ball, and this primer specifically, these I guess because they're pretty much the same primer honestly, these help my foundation to stay on and they help to keep my oils at bay. They are super intense, so if you just have a little bit of oil or your skin's not oily at all, I would definitely stay away from these primers because these are for you girls and guys that have super oily skin. You're gonna love it. It just keeps your skin nice and matte all day long, and I love them. So the Becca Poreless Priming one is like $30–40, and then this NYX one I think is like $15. So you are saving a bunch of money by getting the NYX one, but like I said, I do love them both. I just kind of wanted to let you know about the NYX one because this is the newer one to me and it works just as well. So if you guys have been wanting to try the Becca one, or you love the Becca one, just not the price tag, definitely check out the NYX one because it's pretty much like a drugstore dupe. So you're welcome. Now the next thing that I have is a foundation that I have been recently loving, and I did just do a video on it. It's not what I'm wearing today because today I am trying out a new foundation which you guys will see soon featured in a video. But like I said, this one already has its own video, so if you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It is the Rimmel Stay Matte Foundation. It is so good. I love it so much. Like I said, I did just do a first impression on it, so if you haven't seen it, I will leave it up here and you guys can go check that out after this video. And you can kind of just see my first impressions on it and see how it wore throughout the day. But yeah, this is only $5, and the way that it wore through that day and every day that I've worn it since has been so good. So this coupled with that NYX primer, unstoppable. Yeah, even though you are putting mattifying foundations, you do want to still make sure you are putting moisture onto your skin and your powder so you're not overly drying out your skin as well. So that was just a little tip there. Speaking of setting sprays, this has been my favorite spray. I got it like maybe a month and a half ago and I'm already more than halfway done with it. That's how you know I use this like 2 or 3 times throughout my makeup routine every single day, and I just love it. It smells so good. They do have other scents. I actually did just buy a backup of this scent, and then also I wanted to try the green tea one, but they do have a peaches and cream one and then another scent, but I forgot what the 4th one is, and I'm just obsessed with this. So this is the I Heart Revolution Fixing Spray, and this one that I got is in vanilla and coconut. Now if you know me, then you will know I love anything scented coconut. I just am a coconut scented fiend. I love the summertime when everybody's coming out with all of these like coconut tropically smelling makeup products. I live. I know some people are like super on like the rose trend, and that's just not, I just, give me anything coconut please. So yeah, this is vanilla and coconut scented. Smells so good, it works so well. It just sets down my powders and really blends them into my face and really melts it into my skin and makes it look super, you know, just one with my skin. Now I will say, if you are having a heavier foundation, like I do have a heavier foundation today, it's not necessarily like, oh, super natural looking, like you can tell I have on makeup, but it's not, it doesn't look like I have on a bunch of powders, and like I have on a lot of makeup right now, y'all, like a lot of makeup, but it just blends in very seamlessly with each other, and it doesn't look so powdery and like cakey, if you will. So yeah, definitely go get you some fixing spray. Honestly, I love all Makeup Revolution setting sprays. I don't know if I Heart Revolution is like a sister to Makeup Revolution, or they're changing their name, I'm not sure, but it does remind me of like the Makeup Revolution setting sprays and fixing sprays that they have. These ones are just in cuter packaging and they smell so good. So yeah. The next thing that I have that I've been loving is this NYX California Beaming Bronzer. This one is in the shade The Golden One, and I really like this for a shimmery bronzer. Now this does have some shimmer in it, if you can see, so it's not a mattifying bronzer, but I like that for the summertime because, like I said, I do use a lot of like mattifying products in my skincare routine for the summertime, so it can kind of leave your face looking super flat and super dull. So I like to bring in a shimmery bronzer just to bring a little bit of life back into my skin, bring in a little bit of shine. Like you can see, like up here on my forehead, I have a little bit of a shine going on, and that's because of this bronzer here. Just brings a little bit more color and life back into my foundation and my skin, and it's just so nice. Now this is huge, like oh my goodness, this pan is ginormous. They do have other shades as well. I think they have 4 or 5 different shades, so you can definitely, you know, if this is too dark or too light for you, check out the other shades as well and see how those work. But yeah, I've just been loving this for a nice summer shimmery bronze. The next bronzer that I have been loving is the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is their Stalk'r bronzer, which is such a cute name, and I have mine in the shade Caramel Cutie. Now I did get this about like a month, maybe a month and a half ago, and I have been using it to death, but since then, like the past 2 weeks, I have been out in the sun and going to the pool a lot, so I do have a bit more of a tan going on. So when I am paler, this color is perfection. I think I can still use it, like it's not going to be as prominent on me if I use it right now, but I think definitely throughout the summer it's just not going to work for me because I do get pretty tan. So this is more so my like winter lighter color, so I'm definitely going to have to go and get a deeper shade, which is no problem because she has so many shades of this bronzer. It's so amazing. If you're looking for a good matte bronzer, definitely check out the Stalk'r bronzers from Fenty because they are so good, so smooth, they blend so seamlessly, and the colors and undertones are just so amazing. So yeah, like I said, later on in the summer I probably will end up picking up a deeper shade of this just so that I don't have to go all summer without the Fenty bronzer. Then the next product that I have is actually one that I got pretty recently in the last couple of weeks, and I have been using it non-stop since, and that is the Morphe blush palette, and this one is an 8W Warm Master. So this one is the warm tone of their blushes, so they have more you know, warmer colors. Obviously, what got me is this shade right here, this Provocative shade. Did I get that on my sweater? I sure did. This shade right here, Provocative, is so gorgeous. I love a good orange blush. I live for an orange or a peach blush. It's just perfection, and I love that they have a really nice intense orange blush in here, and also they have just more neutral warm blushes over here. These are kind of the only 3 that I really have used in the palette because they're just so good. So I pretty much don't use anything from that top layer. Oh my gosh, Tiana, get it together. So I pretty much don't use any of the blushes on the top row just because 3 of them are shimmery, and I have a lot of texture on my cheeks, and it just brings more attention to the texture and stuff. So I've always been a matte blush person, so I just kind of stay away from shimmery blushes and glittery blushes and just stick to my mattes. So I don't use any of these three blushes, even though they are pretty. I could maybe even use them as highlights, actually. Yeah, I might be able to use them as highlights. Never really thought about that. But yeah, this shade right here is probably never going to be used by me just because it does not fit my skin tone. These lower three blushes are my fave. I live, I die, I breathe for them. They are so good. And you know, I have a pink option in there too, which I don't really reach for very much, but if I want to, it's there. So yeah, I've just been really liking this palette. I believe it was only $20 or $25, but then you can also use the Ulta coupons for Morphe at their store as well, so keep that in mind. You can always get a little bit of a discount on Morphe products at Ulta. And then also I believe the Morphe website has Afterpay as well, so there you go, girl. Get your Morphe products with some with a discount or just in installments that are not interest-free installments. Anyways, yeah, I sound like a freaking salesperson. Then the next blush that I actually have two of these. I don't know where the other one is, but this one is in the shade Tiger Lily. These are the Sephora matte perfection blush duos. This one is, like I said, in the shade Tiger Lily, which is a bit more of a like deeper color, and I just, again, with that orange, girl, I love me a good orange blush. And you just kind of mix them together and it gives you a super nice, I don't know if you can see that, sorry, just gives you a super nice, like, beautiful corally orange blush. It's so good. Then I also have another shade. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I found it. It was exactly where I thought it was. I just, you know, skimmed over it. This one is in the shade Peach Blossom. It is like a lighter version of that Tiger Lily color. Again, you just mix them together, and this is more of like a peachy blush. These colors are so pretty. They're so smooth, so long lasting, super pigmented. I forget how much these blushes were. I think they were only like $15 or so. They are from the Sephora collection, so I know a lot of their makeup isn't, you know, cheap, you know, whereas drugstore prices, but they aren't super expensive like a lot of other stuff at Sephora. So it's kind of like mid-range, so kind of like Morphe style pricing, I believe. So yeah, I've just been really liking these blushes. Honestly, I will say I haven't used them in the past couple of weeks since I got that Morphe blush, just because my brain, you know, when I get stuck on something, I get stuck on it. But now that I kind of pull these out again, I will probably start reusing them as well. As you can see, you know, my blush style is pretty much oranges and peaches, and I just, you know, more neutral warm colors, just because I think that's what fits my skin tone the best. So you can kind of see that trend in my blushes. Okay, so now let's move on to the lips. I will start off with a lip balm that I've really been liking. This is a Shea Moisture 100% virgin coconut oil shea butter vegan lip balm with coconut milk and acacia senegal, and I just really like this lip balm. I think it's super moisturizing, it's super nice and thin, and it's not like anything super thick, so I just kind of wear it. I tend to keep this in my car, so you know, whenever my lips are a little dry, I'll just kind of pop it on, and it just gives me some moisture without being too intense or anything like that, and I really like it, and I just wanted to throw that in there because why not? Then the next thing I'll go into is the lip liners. These are two liners that I have been obsessed with, loving. One of them I have on now, so I actually have this lip combo in this favorite, so I'll tell you about that in a minute. But the first lip liner that I have is the Rimmel Lasting Finish liner in Cappuccino, and I actually discovered this liner from Layla Rose here on YouTube, and it's just like a brown liner, but it is more of like a taupey brown, so more on the cooler side, and I just love it if I'm going for a more cool toned look. I love this liner. It's so nice, so good for my skin tone. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then I also have been loving the NYX matte bronzer. Sorry, what? Did I say matte bronzer? Tiana, what? I've also been loving the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. This one is in the shade Downtown Beauty. And since I've gotten my tan, I've been loving this liner just because I think it fits my skin tone a little bit better than when I was a bit paler. And as you can see here, I don't know if you could really tell a difference. It's very similar to that Cappuccino lip liner, except this is warmer. So it's what I have on my lips right now. If I'm going for a more warm nude lip, then I will go in with Downtown Beauty. I wanted to say Downtown Abbey. Yeah, Downtown Beauty. And if I want a cooler lip, I'll go in with the Rimmel Cappuccino. I will say that the Rimmel Cappuccino is not available in stores in the US. I did have to purchase it on Amazon and wait a couple of weeks for it to come in. It's not on Prime. It was like through a third-party retailer, and that kind of sucks because they do sell like this line, they just don't sell this shade anymore in the US, which I don't know why. They need to bring it back because like it's so good. So yeah, the Cappuccino why do I keep wanting to say bronzer? The Cappuccino lip liner is a bit harder to get a hold of, but it is definitely worth it. And yeah, if you're more into a warmer color, then go in with the NYX Downtown Beauty. It's the bomb. And like I said, I do have that Downtown Beauty liner on right now. And then on top of it, I have this lipstick from Maybelline, which is in the shade Baddest Beige. And looking at it, it definitely looks, you know, a little too... When I put it on, it looks too pale, but when it mixes in with that lip liner, it looks so nice. And I have been talking a lot, but this is what the lipstick looks like after, you know, 20-30 minutes or so. It's when you first put it on, it's super shiny. It looks like it has a gloss on, and then the shine kind of tends to wear away, leaving a little bit of a like satiny kind of lipstick. But I'll show you first applied. As you can see, like I said, it looks super like not the right shade for me. I kind of mix it around and blend it in with the liner. It kind of blends in a little bit better, and you can see it's super shiny. This is what it looks like, and like I said, when you first apply it, it is super shiny. As you could see from before, you know, it was starting to fade a lot, and I had just applied this before the video, so it's not a super long-lasting lipstick by any means. It is super shiny and slick, but it is gorgeous, and it feels super creamy and nice on the lips. I am here for it, so definitely check out this line. This was the only shade that really stood out to me. You know, I just go for more of a nude lip. That's just my vibe. That's just who I am. So this was the only one that really stood out to me. But they do have other colors in the line, so check it out because it is a super nice lip stick. Yeah. And then lastly for the lips, I wanted to give a shout out to these two glosses because I have been using them so much. So the first one is this Morphe lip gloss in the shade Free Spirit. It is super nice, just like a nude, taupey-ish nude kind of color. Let me show you on my hand. So yeah, it's just like a taupey-ish nude kind of color. Super pretty. I'm here for it. And then the second one is this Colourpop lip gloss in Dumpling, which I believe was part of the Cutie collab, like her second one. And I just like to use this if I want to like warm up a look. I don't know, can you really see that on my hand? It's up here. Is that a weird place to swatch? I feel like you can't really see. But yeah, this is just more of a warmer lip gloss. So if I want to kind of warm up my lips, I will pop on Dumpling, and it's just such a good lip gloss. I'm obsessed with it. Both of these are so good. I love the formulas. They're super glossy. They're not sticky by any means. They last pretty decent for a lip gloss. And yeah, they're just really comfortable, and I love the colors. Alright, so... So that is all for my makeup. I don't really have any skincare. I don't really have any skincare right now. Everything I've been using is pretty much the same. I have been using this SPF every day. I've kind of started putting that into my routine, but it's nothing like crazy amazing. You have to go out and get it. Honestly, I feel like whatever SPF, just as long as you're protecting your skin, ladies and men, make sure you are protecting your skin, because skin cancer is real and this sun is real. Okay, it's getting worse and worse. Trust me, I burn now. I've never had a sunburn in my life, and then last summer I had a sunburn and I was like, girl, what is this? Is this how white people have to live? Like, is this what pale skin goes through? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm just kidding. Anyway. What do I want to watch? What do I want to watch? What do I want to tell you about is the real question. Alright, so I'm actually going to choose 3. So the first one is actually a talk show that I've been obsessed with for years, but I'm going to pick it because I went to an actual taping of it. I don't know if y'all saw me on the reel. I'm just kidding. I was literally on there for 0.3 seconds in the very corner. I took a picture and I like put it on my Snapchat. I was like, I'm famous, everybody. And they were like, yeah, bitch, like, like, what is wrong with you? So yeah, I went to a taping of the reel. I don't know if I talked about this on my channel, but my mom actually got it for me for my birthday, and then we went during spring break since I was off work that week, and we went to LA for a couple of days. It was super fun. I got to see my best friend from college who moved out to LA, and we just had so much fun. It was so awesome. I love LA so much. Like, I just love the weather and everything like that, but I just, you know, I'm just an East Coaster, okay? I can't imagine myself moving out there to the West Coast, but like, I could definitely see, like, you know, just vacationing there, going out there, you know, every couple of months or whatever, but actually living out there full term, I'm just such an East Coaster. I feel like I just can't be away from my family like that, but why are we talking about that? I don't know. That's completely off topic. But yeah, I'm just going to put the reel in there just because I was on it and I want to shout them out. So yes. Also, Adrian. I love Adrian. She's my favorite. Adrian and Tamara. I've been like literally fans of them since I was a little kid. Moving on from the reel. That's not really like, I mean, that's a fave because I watch it every single day, but it's not like a fave. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, it's not like something that I think of when you say, what's your favorite show? I think of like a storyline and a plot, not like a talk show, but like, that's my favorite talk show. I don't really watch Wendy Williams as much anymore. I kind of fell off of Wendy Williams, but I still stay with the reel. So shout out to you girls. Anyways, didn't I say we were moving on from the reel? And I'm still here talking about it. So really moving on. My next favorite is going to be Betty and NY. It does come on Telemundo. It is in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, or let me say, I don't speak a lot of Spanish. I don't speak it fluently, so yeah. I am part Spanish. I am half black, half Spanish, half black, part Spanish, part white, but you know, we don't claim part of that over here, but you know, claim what you want. Yeah, don't get caught up, girl. Don't get caught up. No offense to people that are white or anything like that. If you're non-problematic, you know, I'm here for it. But I just personally see it as like, if I can't get the privilege, I'm not gonna claim the race. You know what I mean? Sorry, not sorry. That's just how I see it. If you don't agree, sorry. It is what it is. But yeah, I am... Anyways, I don't speak Spanish, so I do watch it with subtitles on, but I just really like it. The show is really good. It is basically, so they had Betty a la Fea, which was a Spanish telenovela, but then they made Ugly Betty in English on ABC, and I watched Ugly Betty, and then they have Betty in NYC, which is like a remake of Betty a la Fea, but it's like she's in New York City. So yeah, it's cool. I like it. I think it's cool. I enjoy it. And it comes out every night, so I always have something to look forward to. So sometimes it's like, that's such a good thing because it's like, oh, you always have something to watch. But also when you kind of start falling behind, it gets overwhelming because you're like, oh my god, I have all these episodes that I have to catch up on. And being a show that I have to watch, like I have to actually... because I can't just have it on the background because I don't understand Spanish. So I have to sit there and pay attention because I have to read the captions. So that is a little bit overwhelming sometimes because I don't really have time all the time to sit there and actually watch the TV show every single day. So yeah, but other than that, I really like the show. It's super good, and if you guys have Telemundo, even if you don't speak Spanish, you can still watch it. Just put on the captions in English and follow along, you know what I mean? And then also I feel like it has been helping my Spanish. I have learned a lot of words and stuff like that. So I can speak some Spanish and I understand some Spanish. I'm just, like I said, not fluent in it. So it is helping me to, you know, be a little bit more better with my Spanish. A little more better. I don't think that's proper English. Okay. Anyways, the last show that I'm going to talk about is called, oh shit, what is it called? It's called The Bold Type, and I actually watched this show with my mom. This is like right up my alley, my type of show, and my mom watched it and she was like, she knew that, and she was like, Tiana, you have to watch this show because you would love it, and I do. And so now it's like our show that we watch together, and it's super cute. I think this is its 3rd season, and it comes on Freeform or ABC Family, whatever you want to call it, but it's now Freeform, and it's just a cute show because I don't know if you guys know this, but I was a broadcast journalism major, and so I did study journalism, both broadcast and print, so I do know both, and I do love both, but I just went the broadcast path just because I really liked, you know, film and the videography portion of it. But, you know, I do love print journalism as well. Anyways, beyond the point, it's about 3 girls that work at a magazine. So one of them is a writer, one of them is in the fashion department, and one of them is in the social media department. They're best friends, and it kind of just follows along like their journey, both in work and out of work. So it's a cute show. I like it, and I like that me and my mom have our little you know, time together when we watch it, so it's extra special to me because of that as well. So yeah, those are all of my TV show favorites. Probably should have been a lot faster than it was, but as you guys probably know by now, I talk a lot, so I'm sorry. Wow, that was a lot of talking, and that was a long video. Hopefully you guys stuck through it and you guys are here with me to the end. If you are, thank you so much for sticking with me. I appreciate it. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know down below if you guys have tried out any of these products, what your thoughts are, if they're your favorites too, and what favorites you guys have been having. Even if they're not in this video, I want to know what you guys have been loving too. So let me know down below in the comments. Also, let me know what other videos you guys want to see from me. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe if you guys want to check out more videos from me. I do have some more videos coming soon. Like I said, I am going to be having a foundation video coming up on this foundation here. So subscribe and stay tuned if you want to know what foundation it is. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here with me and spending your time with me on my channel and on this video. I do appreciate it, and I thank you so much. Hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.